Welcome back. We're under a bridge, like a troll. We're photographing dippers. Well, we're trying to photograph dippers. There's a council fella on a lawnmower and he talked about dragging job out. He must have mowed the same piece of grass about 15 times. I don't think he wants to go back to depot. You can probably hear it actually. But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, we're up in the Trough of Bowland today. And nice little location. Just tucked under this stone bridge. I'm trying not to give the location away. But yeah, it's a pair of dippers. They're nesting under this stone bridge. So we're just tucked here. We're going to see what we can get. Had a few visits. Just had a couple of common sandpipers in, which were nice to see. But yeah, I'll show you the setup. Okay folks, so we're set up. Pretty basic setup really, to be honest. I know where the nest site is, so we're a bit away from that. And first thing I did when I got down here is just sat here for about an hour and I just watched, and I just kept watching the birds and kept watching what they were doing. And I think it's a good technique to deploy, to be honest, because if you get down here, I mean it's not a site that I've photographed before, so I wanted to know the pattern of behaviour. So forget the camera, just leave the camera in the bag, get your binos out and just sit there, get somewhere quiet, get yourself concealed and just watch. And I learned so much in that hour. There's one, because it's a funny site this, they're nesting up underneath a bridge, underneath a stone bridge. And so what they do, they're coming in from, you know, whatever angle they're coming in from, whichever direction of the river, but they always sit on one particular rock in the river. And you can see them looking up. It's almost like a pre-flight check, because they've got to fly up vertically into this crack in the bridge. I'll try and get some footage and show you. And but just that hour, just sat there watching, and every time they land on that same rock, so I could then, you know, think about getting some pictures on that particular, you know, part of the river, and just work out a plan really in your head, you know, whichever direction the sun's coming from, and you know, where's best to get some concealment. And it just worked a treat really. So it was a really useful technique, to be honest. Better. Let's get this right. There we go. Right, pretty simple setup today, folks. When I'm pretty much every time I do dippers now, I want that really low perspective. So it's either beanbag or this little mini tripod with the video head on. I'm pretty impressed with this thing. It's fantastic for getting video footage. But as you can see, where I am at the moment, this is the particular perspective I want, looking out on these rocks. I'm in a bit of a hollow, so I've got my mat down and it rises up here. There's a bit of a rock, so it'll be alright, but I want to get as low as I can. So I'm not going to bother with little tripod today, I don't think. I might do after, for just a little bit of video footage, because it's obviously better on the video head. But my main focus today is getting some nice stills. So we're opting with the beanbag. So that gives me a nice low down perspective. Just a little tip for you: if you're using, you know, a big telephoto and it's got a tripod foot on it, rather than have it just sat up there, doing nothing, and it's it kind of shows up as well. If you turn it, so just turn it, angle it so that it's 90 degrees like that, and then when it's actually sat on your beanbag, it just gives you a little bit more support. And also, alright, here we go. So that's at 90 degrees to the camera body now. Also, it's something to get hold of. If you want to move your camera around, you've got a little bit more purchase rather than just moving it round. You know, getting hold of the actual camera body and putting strain on that joint. It's just something to get out of, and it also gives you a bit more of a stable platform. So just a bit of a tip. It's like that, kind of. I don't know. It's just it moves freer, but it's not as stable. If it's like that, give a bit more contact. So bit of a tip for you. Got the 500 on today. I've decided to put the 1.4 on just to give it a test really for quality, because it's something I bought. I've had it since I got the camera, and I've not really used it, to be honest. I've not really had any need to use it, but in this particular situation I want to be you know, I'm a little bit further. The rocks are right in the middle of the river, so it just gives me a little bit more reach, and it's just nice to test it as well, see what it's like quality wise. I'm obviously losing the stop light, so the 500 f4 turns into a, you know, f5.6, but the background's plenty far enough away, so we should get that nice image separation. It's just a waiting game now. It's a lovely day, so see what comes along. that's it for this one, folks. The sun's come out, which wasn't expected, to be honest. It was supposed to be cloudy today, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's a bit too harsh, to be honest. But we've had a good day. We've had some nice images. They didn't land exactly where I wanted them to, but that's usually the case, isn't it? But we've got a few pictures. There's loads of visits to you know, to the nest site. Probably each bird is coming in maybe 20 times every hour. You know, I've been counting them, and they're bringing loads of food in, so them chicks they're getting well fed. But yeah, no, it's been a good little session. I've enjoyed it. I was going to bring the dipper deck down, but it's not a location I felt comfortable with, really, to be honest. So yeah, we just utilised the beanbag and the mat, led on the rocks. Not the most comfortable, but no, we're right. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching us, and as usual, we'll see you on the next one. See you later.